Good evening. Welcome to Soft Tip Central UK. Tonight we are joined by 5 of the lucky people who managed to get their tour card for the home tour 21-22. So in the top left-hand corner, we've got Chris Skinner. How are you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Daniel, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much. Next up, we've got Mr. Craig Bishop.
Good evening, Daniel. How are you, mate? You okay?
I'm good, thank you very much. The man Neil's darts, Neil himself, Neil Bell. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm very good. And another gentleman who does a lot of tournaments down in the bottom left-hand corner is Jamie Dyer. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not bad, thank you, Dan.
And last but certainly not least, it's our Sean Locke lookalike down in the bottom right. Nathan, how are you, buddy?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very good. I'm very good. So, firstly, thank you for taking the time out from your Sundays, every other Sunday, throughout the next year to play in the home tour. What attracted you guys to it?
Just getting a bit of peace from the family, mate, to be honest. But other than that...
After the Sunday roast.
Yeah, that's it. I don't have to cook then, do I?
Yeah, I was just about to say the same. Getting out of cooking the Sunday roast is always a good thing, I think.
I knew there was a reason we put it on a Sunday.
Yeah, perfect timing, mate, some would say.
Exactly. 6 o'clock. Especially when we have a bank holiday Monday, we can all get absolutely hammered on a Sunday playing darts and not have to worry about it.
And the first match is on April the 4th, which is Easter Sunday. So enjoy that one, boys.
There we go.
I'll start early that day.
Best of 31 each leg at each match.
You do realise the actual board limits you to, I think it's like 20 rounds, and then it sort of cuts you off. So you don't want anybody on double one for 20 rounds.
I think my wall will look like a machine gun's been at it if I go too mad with them. But there we go. Too many drinks.
Neil, and you've been quite dominant with the whole darts YouTubing. Like myself, you started sort of midway through last year, I think. And sort of what attracted you to come along and play with us bunch of nutters over here?
Well, I heard it was a really good team to play against, and I just decided I needed a bit of a thrashing. So I just really wanted to embarrass myself on a 2-league so everyone goes, he's not that great.
I've played you a few times, buddy. You're not a bad dart player, to be honest. And then Nathan, obviously, you're quite new to us and to Soft Tip Central. So what attracted you to the tour?
Yeah, I mean, I'm new to soft tip darts in general. I've only had my board a month. It was just a chance to play someone new, meet different people. Sounds really good. Eager to get going.
So obviously we all play the soft tip game. We all play on the Nexus, and some of us play on the ground board as well. And we've been doing it. I mean, I've been running the channel now for nearly a year. But what were you doing live before soft tip? So what were you guys? What sort of standard were you playing? Steel tip league? What were you guys doing, Chris? What were you up to before you sort of found soft tip?
To be fair, I wasn't playing much soft tip. Playing in my local league on a Tuesday night. Just down in my local social club, but I run more tournaments than anything. We run a singles league on a Friday night, which is sort of Super League type standard. I play a bit of Super League in the summer when that's on, but sort of scaling back my steel tip darts really, and playing a lot more soft tip in the last sort of 18 months. I was playing in a couple of the leagues on the Darts Live machines up until the start of lockdown last year, and then wasn't playing any darts at all, and decided to get myself a Nexus last summer and play soft tip again, because I just enjoy the soft tip experience more than steel tip. I think soft tip's much more of a leveler really than steel tip. There's quite a gap sometimes between, you could play, the world number one could play the world number 1001, and there's that big gulf in standard. Whereas I think with soft tip, it doesn't matter whether you're the world number one at steel tip and you're the world 1001 at steel tip. I think soft tip makes it a much closer game just because of the way the games are formatted, and obviously the cricket's a really good game, and I think that's a really good leveler for everyone, to be honest.
Yeah, and so obviously, Jamie, you've run lots of tournaments on the Nexus. You do your quickfire leagues, which I haven't entered because purely I do not have the time to play God knows how many games in a month, and it's just mental.
Let down.
You managed to get people to do that. But what was it about the home tour that you thought and you were attracted to, and what were you doing before the whole lockdown and the steel tip and the soft tip game?
Well, before lockdown, so my kind of standard. So I live in Lincoln, so we don't have a trebles board league. We play on a doubles board, which might blow some people's minds. So I play on a Tuesday night. Yeah. So play Division 2 on a Tuesday night. But like I said, that's a doubles board. So you're going for double top trying to go for double top every throw. So obviously at lockdown, missed the competitiveness of it. My sport's more snooker. So darts is more kind of a social event for me. And then stumbled across a few channels online for the soft tip darts, got myself aboard, and then got involved with that. And it's been a massive help through lockdown, where you don't. I don't leave my house at the moment. I'm working from home, was furloughed. Literally, I don't leave the house, so it's just to have something.
There's a lot to be said for what we do, and there's a lot to be said for the soft tip game and home boards for a lot of people's mental health throughout this lockdown. And it's given people that chance to interact again and have that sort of that vibe that you get on a Friday night when you go out for a game of darts and you go out for a couple of pints, you have that sort of chatter with your mates and your pals, and then that sort of ends the week. And there's a lot to be said for the fact that that's helped a lot of people's mental health. I know, Craig, you didn't really play League before. I'm pretty sure I'm going to rope you in for my steel tip league to go back up again because I've seen your averages and you're not getting away.
I've done all right, but to be fair, but I played steel tip. I got dartitis 5 years ago and didn't pick a dart up. Obviously, Dan and I live in the same town, so we're friends anyway. So I think we both got our board about a year ago, similar sort of times, didn't we, around our birthday, because my birthday is close to yours. And I've just loved it. I've absolutely loved it. I was 16, 17 PPD when I first started, and I improved. I hope.
Yeah,
most games.
I'll tell you what, he's a dark horse. This one. Don't ever take any notice of his PPD, because I swear to God, if anybody rates their game more than PPD, I've never met anyone like it. Honestly, he'll be sitting there on a 22 PPD. You'll play him in the league, and he won't hit anything under 29-30 for the whole thing. And you're like,
I just enjoyed the games, mate. That's all I can say. I can't say any more than that. It's just. But I've loved it. I appreciate all the efforts everyone goes to. Jamie, yourself. I know Nigel's done a few, and other people and that sort of thing. And my personal situation at home as well. It's just a nice getaway off the board and just nice to chill out and do something different. Really, it's very enjoyable.
And Neil, so obviously you're up in the same regions as Nathan by the sounds of the accents that's coming from you both. I love how we've managed to get both the Scottish people over on the right-hand side of the screen. That was intentional, by the way. There was no independence.
Us Southerners sticking together.
But obviously you've played steel tip before, and your channel originally sort of revolved around steel tip quite a bit until such times as you got the Nexus. So how have you found that transition from steel tip to soft tip? How have you all found that? How have you found it, Neil?
I found it quite easily. For me, going from steel tip, where everyone's so competitive and they're all serious, and me, I'm just jolly in the head. And when I went to the soft tip side, everyone was more friendlier and they clap and they're like, well done. And it's a different kind of community than steel tip. With soft tip, the more supportive who you're playing against, and you always get praise, you always have that laugh. So I kind of moved closer to playing more soft tip than steel tip now. So it's obviously with the grand board and Nexus, there's both communities, and it's just combining the two. And it's just, when I do the live streaming as well, everyone comes on, we just have a laugh and it's a chat. And that's what I like about soft tip. So I kind of lean more playing soft tip now than steel tip's an afterthought. I'm like, oh, I've got a steel tip board, I'll play that for a wee bit. But I keep going back to the soft tip, and it's like, hi guys, and like, way, and everyone's just. It's a different community, and it's absolutely friendly.
It is, and I think a lot of that
so much better.
Yeah, I think it is better, and I think a lot of the reason for that is because it's literally me versus you, my dining room, your lounge. There's nobody else around, so you haven't got to carry this sort of persona of competitiveness. You haven't got to have that sort of that nature and that attitude because there's nobody around watching you. There's nobody around there putting pressure on you to act a certain way. You can just be yourself because you're at home, and that's why I think the home tour is extremely important because we can continue to build relationships. People can have relationships, they can enjoy each other's company, and we can do it all from the literally the comfort of our own homes. And it's just going to make life a lot easier for us. But there's a few people that have signed up to this tour. And I mean, we released the names last week, and I'm thinking that a few of you have looked down that and gone, oh no, do you know what I mean? And looked at the list. Is there anybody out there that you want to have a pop at?
Embrace a challenge.
There's got to be one. There's one name on that list that you could pick
Fear
out.
no one.
I want to pop it in.
We all know there's one name who I suspect we all think will probably do very well.
Yeah,
he does very well in a lot of other things.
Yeah,
but if it is what it is. You've got to play them, and it's all on the day, isn't it? So
it's like.
To be fair, I did take a
you
leg
can
off
only
him
play.
on
You can
Friday,
only
so
play
anything.
what's in front of you, can't you? So.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, the ball's there to be bashed at times if we need to, I suppose, and just hope that we're better than he is at times, or they are. But there's a lot of good players, and there's a lot of players that I haven't played before, which would be nice to have.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
New rivalries and different battles. My brother-in-law's in there as well, so I'll hopefully draw him at some point, and we'll have a family tussle.
That game's got to be live streamed via YouTube, and you versus your brother. You know what I mean?
Well, like I said, but
I don't know.
It's all tournament based, isn't it? So it's just all on the draw. There's no league system. It just depends on who you get drawn against, and it is, and all the ranking.
And it's all on the day, mate, as well. All on the day, isn't it? So it's. We all know that one day you can throw a 35 PPD average, and the next day it can be 16 or 17. So it's like I say, it's all on the day.
Crossed for the bad days for them.
I think we played in the Grand Ball the other week, Neil, didn't we? I enjoyed that.
Yeah, we did.
It was good games.
So obviously you guys will know that we do our Friday night darts. So we live stream on Soft Tip Central every Friday night, 8:00. Without fail, because that used to be my league night. So I thought I'm still going to play darts on a Friday, but I get to play against all you guys. So Nathan, you're quite new to the game. You've been in it about a month. Have you ever hopped on a live stream, and have you ever gone to watch any of the live streams for either myself or Neil?
I mean, it was a bit quiet today, and it was the first time I've been on the Soft Tip Central website, and I think I just missed one on Facebook. So I think tomorrow night I'll definitely be up for watching the live stream. See,
jump on, give him a game. Give him a game.
Yeah, we always start 8:00 on the Nexus, so jump on and we'll have a few rounds.
Definitely.
Well, and everybody's welcome to jump on. It's literally we don't mind. I literally play everybody best of 3, and then when the lobbies sort of die down, then I'll switch over and go on the Grand Board, and then I'll play on that for an hour or so. Then I'll switch off the live stream, and then I'll probably carry on to about 3 in the morning, which is terrible. Because it's bad. Because once you start playing on those boards, that's it. You're just there for hours and hours and hours. And
Marcus and I were doing doubles for hours last week.
My iPad
ran out of charge. We ran out of charge in the end, and so I had to stop. And Saturday was blurry, to say the least. It was.
That was a close game, to be fair.
Oh, mate, it's good.
Close game.
It's good. Really good. Good fun as well.
So I've got a few questions here. So obviously you mentioned about the bashing of the ball, Bish. Has anybody got any strategies? Do we have any treble huggers on the interview at all? Or are we all hitting that bullseye? And
I'm a definite ball basher. Which has been really nice playing in the Nexus split ball league that Jamie's
You've
running.
Had some good results.
It's something different. Yeah, it's been all right, but it's just been nice to play on the 20s rather than the bullseyes.
I'm a 20s player, but we'll ball bash if I need to, and we go from there.
No, I'm bullseyes only, and if I don't leave myself a ball for a finish, I generally don't finish the leg on a double.
Even though you play in a doubles league.
Yeah.
You play a doubles league.
Don't win. I win my doubles. Don't win me singles.
And Neil, what will you be doing? Because I know you hit ton 80s with 50 gram darts, for crying out loud. You must have some strategy.
Just as long as I can hit the bull or the treble 20, I'm fine with that. Everything else is just hit
I
the
started
target.
Off when I started playing the Nexus and started playing soft tip, I would not divert away from those trebles. I was a treble hugger, the same as most people that have come from the soft tip.
I think we were.
Oh,
in our league, definitely we were, weren't we, to start with?
Yeah, 100%. And then I switched to the bullseyes, and my PPD's just gone through the roof. And I'm like, I'm just going to stay here. It's just a lot easier.
It feels like.
I mean, I've just picked up the ball bashing just because obviously that's what's the norm on the darts live machine. It's what everyone plays out in Asia on the ball and everything. So I've just sort of carried that over onto the Nexus more than anything, really.
Yeah, it's the best way to go.
Soft tip game, you've got to embrace the game, haven't you? It's what
That's
is
what
what it
soft tip is, Bills.
Yeah,
you watch the
biggest
professionals, that's
target
what they
there.
play, yeah.
You know,
it's a different animal, as we always say, and it is you've got to literally detach any thought of soft steel tip from your head and just hit the bullseyes because the law of averages states that you've got more chance of hitting 150 than you have 180, and if you do miss the treble 20. You can't hit 150. It's simple. But yeah. And so
it's like any game, you've got to go for the biggest target on the board, haven't you, I suppose?
Yeah, it is. It's the biggest target on the board that's going to get you the most points. Go for it. It's simple.
Until we play cricket, then it's a different game.
Cricket will be interesting.
Yeah.
Unless everyone just hammers a bullseye still and just hopes they get so far in front that they fluke the odd treble.
That's my tactic. On cricket,
I don't get the score high.
The problem with cricket is it's so you've got to be tactfully, you've got to be on the ball really. You've got to be fully aware of what your opponent's doing before you throw your next three darts, because one wrong move and it could cripple you. I mean, I had a game of cricket on a darts live machine against Andy Jenkins, and as far as tactics are concerned, he's probably one of the best in the game for cricket. And all I had to do was probably hit a bullseye to beat him in the match I played him in. And I didn't. I went for a treble 19 or a treble 17 or something to try and outscore him. And it cost me the game, whereas all I had to do was hit one bullseye. So, cricket is, it's all about the tactics with cricket, I find. It's, you could hit treble after treble after treble, and it doesn't necessarily win you the game.
I was doing my homework last night, and I was watching Marcus. Was the new USA player that we've got? Malinka, is it?
Yeah,
he's good.
I was watching them two pound a stream. And,
obscene.
My gosh,
obscene.
He's rude, isn't he? The guy is incredible. I watched his stream and I was like, how on earth can you do that? Literally every dart he white horsed twice in a row and then hit a bullseye and an outer ball, and I'm like that. What are you doing?
Marcus is no mug, and he's just standing there looking at the ball, going, "What? What are you doing? What's going on?"
Marcus is a tidy player. He's one to watch out for as well. He's going to do some damage.
I play a lot with Marcus. He's a good lad as well. Real good value.
So was that a notification to say Chelsea have scored, Bish? Is that what
Chelsea scored about 10 minutes ago, mate. I'm gutted. I'm just trying to. If you notice, my head keeps turning over there. The telly's on. Yeah,
so obviously we're looking. So we've got, like we were saying about the cricket. So obviously with the home tour, we've got that element of both options. We've gone for a 701 master out for the tournaments, the ranking tournaments, and cricket for the ranking tournaments. Obviously, that is to bring us in line with what they generally do at the Worlds for soft tip. So how do you feel about the formats? How are you all? You looking forward to doing something completely different? So no 501.
I'll be happy if I win a game in the 12 months. That is my aim.
You still got to play me, buddy. In our league game.
Yeah.
Top of the league, by the way.
Yeah, I think.
Oh dear, he didn't mention that, did he?
No.
I think Daniel O'Driscoll will get upset.
I'm going to use my glass back as an excuse.
I think the formats are good. I think, like I said to a couple of people, I think when the update happened a month or so ago by Target on the board for the split ball and everything, I think they completely missed a trick by not making the medley an option for online play. I think that would have been that in my opinion, that should have been the first update they did, or part of the first update. And I think they've missed a real trick there by not doing that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing something different than just 501, to be honest.
It's very you think you're in the game with the master out, but all of a sudden they can leave some rat like 33, and you think, oh, it's all right. They can't. They've got one dart left. Bang, triple 11, and it's game over. And you're like, oh, I forgot about that. So it's a good game again, and it's a long way down at times from 701.
Yeah, and I hit my top finish in a master out game. I actually hit a ton 80 to win a game. And that's my sort of claim to fame. My highest finish is a ton 80, and no steel tip player can say they've gone out on 180.
I had that against American on the grand board the other day, and it was soul destroying.
So Nathan, obviously you're quite new, and obviously we haven't spoken to you a great deal. So I want to sort of get your opinion on what you feel about cricket 701, what you're looking forward to, whether you've played cricket and taken it on board and had a bit of a practice.
I had a few games a weekend cricket. I mean, it's different on the computer to what I normally play with a steel tip in like pub, or like batting and ball and stuff like that. But like the proper cricket is something I'm really looking forward to. I suppose it's the same as a 701. I've never really played that. So like the medley and like the master out, buzzing to start that. It's different games that I've never normally thought about playing, to be honest. So everything's new, and I'm just looking forward to it. It's something else to try.
Yeah, and that's good. Broadening your horizons is never ever a bad thing, and giving yourself other options and new opportunities is never ever a bad thing. So I firmly believe in testing yourself, and if you can test yourself, and if you can take yourself to something you're not comfortable with, and then slowly but surely become comfortable with it. It was the same with me with cricket to start with. I absolutely hated the game. I entered Nigel Nelson's cricket league, and I got halfway through, and I was like, mate, I cannot play this game. I was getting thumped every single week. And then I just thought to myself, well, I've got to think about what I'm doing. And slowly but surely, I'm sort of gone from a sort of 1.5 MPR, and I'm now sitting around about the 4.6 mark, which for me is extremely good. That's a massive improvement for me. But there's things that you just need to embrace the game a bit more, and just when you do approach it, Nathan, detach away from your steel tip, so get it in the back of your head, just let go.
But it's just like, as you say that, it's total different kind of tactics. But it's obviously something I'll have to start learning more about, to be honest. And as the weeks go on, hopefully improve and improve.
Well,
the more you play, the more you learn.
Yeah. I mean, you're in the lobby, in the chat lobby here with probably 4 of the nicest blokes you're ever likely to meet on the actual Nexus board. And I'm sure if you drop a message to me in the home tour group and say I'm on the board, any one of these boys, if they're available, will jump on and they'll play you.
Anytime.
If you want a confidence booster, just let me know.
I don't know. I played you on the 501 and you're not bad, Chris. That's for sure. I scraped a draw, I think, didn't I, when we played last? So.
Yeah, it was a good game. I mean, you went off in that first leg like a you went off in that first leg like a boot. I thought you were going to rip me a new one, to be honest. But, yeah, it levelled out and we got a draw in the end, I think.
It did.
It was a good game.
It was a good game. I enjoy them.
So obviously we are talking home tour. We are talking majors. There's prize money involved. How do you feel about that?
I'll not see it, so it's fine.
I'll be happy to get my money back.
I'll be happy to get anything back, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think anyone would be happy to get anything back, to be honest. But yeah, no, it's interesting. It's something different. I mean, I know a lot of people that play online steel tip competitions for money, and I just think there's too much scope for cheating on that, to be fair, and I wouldn't get involved I wouldn't get involved in a money league online with steel tip, but the soft tip is there's nowhere to hide really. The board scores the games. Obviously, yeah, we get segments that don't count a dart, and we know all about that, Jamie, don't we? After the last couple of weeks.
That was, yeah.
We'll say no more. But yeah, look, you're always going to get a segment that doesn't register or a dart that bounces out and doesn't register anything. But you know, there's nowhere to hide, I don't think, with the soft tips. So I've got no concerns over it, and I'm really looking forward to it. And the opportunity to, you know, get some beer money back is all good.
That's
what
what
we're
playing for.
I think the community itself as well it doesn't seem like that. I've made some really, really good friends through playing on this over the last year or so, and everyone's out just like we said earlier. Like, it's just a laugh and just get on with it. It's only a game. Just play the game for what it is, and if you win, you win. You put your hand up, you say thanks for the game, or you invite for another game, and if not, you lose, and so be it.
Yeah, exactly.
But you think for £30, what's that? 24 tournaments.
Mm.
So you're getting
Not
quite a
bad
lot.
value.
28 tournaments.
Oh, 28. I can't count them.
Your majors as well, haven't you? it's rolling on £1 a tournament, basically.
Yeah.
But it's more of the like looking down that list you said at the beginning, the 32 players. You look down and I'm going, I'm not going to win that. Not going to win that. I might, on a good day, get a result there. So I never entered it to be top of the order of merit or to get past in different rounds in the majors. It's more of the being part of something. Like I said, for £30 to have those 28 tournaments and meeting new people and playing different players as well. It's just nice, like I said, being part of something. Plus, you're going to get the what is it, the medal or whatever it is, that the membership card.
What we've arranged for you guys is that you're actually going to have, and we've had these printed out now, is you're going to have a metal credit card that's going to have the Soft Tip Central UK home tour, your name on the back, and tour card holder 2122, and a keychain bottle opener. And there is nothing a dart player needs more in their life than a keychain bottle opener.
I only drink cans of beer. How's that going to help?
What's top I've got?
Cut it in half.
But no, just cut the corners off of it and you can stick it underneath the ring back.
For £30,
something back, and obviously everything that goes in goes back out to you guys. We don't make anything from this. It's not what we're about. We're not here to make any money. We never have been. So everything that comes into us goes straight back out to you guys. I just want to say thank you as well for putting your faith in us and for supporting us on this journey. Obviously, we're the first people to have done anything like this on this sort of scale over the whole year. And obviously, we've got the Order of Merit. So you've got 6 ranking tournaments to push yourself up the Order of Merit that will get you the top 8
or down
through the first round in the majors. So Bish will probably be there number 4, sort of 9. And fighting for the 8th position, I think. And then obviously it all scraps again. So it all, after every major, the ranking points go back down to 0. So I mean,
we appreciate your efforts in organising it all. I must say,
yeah, definitely.
The other chaps as well. I mean, you and the Dibs and everyone else that's involved with it. It's class, and you take your time out to keep us occupied and busy and having fun, and we appreciate that. It's you're doing a good job, top man. And ladies.
Yeah, and don't forget ladies. Oh, Sarah was on Twitch last night, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was on Twitch moaning because I've stolen her doubles partner in Marcus. So
her teacher,
yeah,
Jedi Master. But no, I'm going to let you guys get on with your evening. We've been chatting now for half an hour, which doesn't even feel like 10 minutes, to be fair, which is crazy. But I'll probably chat all night to you lot because you're all nuts and it's hilarious and brilliant fun. But I'm going to let you guys.
Because you weren't videoing before it started.
That's why I'm keeping quiet.
So this will be available for you all to watch and share on YouTube tomorrow, which will be the 5th of March. And then obviously I'm going to be holding more interviews with more of the higher ranked and more of the players throughout the year. I'm going to be doing player profiles where I'm going to be talking to players individually, finding out how they're finding the tour. And we're just going to try and give you guys a bit of a vibe as to what it would be like to be on the Pro Tour, if that makes sense. If you're a PDC player being interviewed by the press, blah, 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 this, that and the other, and try and give you a bit of an experience with it. So this is me signing out for the first episode of the Soft Tip Central UK home tour. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening, and we will see you all on the 4th of April for the first tournament.
See you online tomorrow, mate.
Yeah, you will.
See you.
Take care, boys.
See you later.
Take care, everyone. See you later.